Okay, very good. Good morning. This is Judy and Evan with tattoos on her face that can wash off.
Stop it.
And today we're going to talk to you about the greatest commandment. We have a little worship bulletin that we're working from, and it's about the greatest commandment. It tells us that we're going to be looking at the Bible, and we're going to see Mark chapter 12, verses 28 through 34. And the greatest commandment comes when Jesus is talking with religious leaders, and a teacher of the law hears Jesus give a good answer, and so he asks a question of Jesus. And Evan's going to read to you about what the question was, okay? From Mark chapter 12, starting with verse 28.
One of the teachers of the religion who was standing there listening to the discussion realized that Jesus had answered well, so he asked, "Of all the commandments, which is the most important?" Jesus replied, "The one that says, 'Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is the one and only God, and you must love him with all your heart and soul and mind and strength.' The second is, you must love others as much as yourself. No other commandments are greater than these."
Okay, and the first question on our little page says, what was the question? So Evan's going to tell you, what was the question that you just read about?
Well, he asked, of all the commandments, which is the most important?
Yes, and we have a little puzzle here that you can decode. So the question was, what's the most important commandment? What's the greatest commandment? And what did Jesus say was the greatest commandment? That's the next thing. What was it, Evan?
Well, the second or the first?
The first, the greatest commandment. We know what the question was because you just told us.
The
Now,
one that says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is the one and only God, and you must love him with all your heart and soul and strength and mind and strength."
Okay, so that was the first commandment, is to love the Lord with all of your heart and soul and strength. Now, on the next page, there's another coded message that says, what was the second greatest commandment? So, Evan, what was the second greatest commandment?
The second is, you must love others as much as yourself. No other commandments are greater than these.
That's right. So, Jesus said to the man what? You haven't told us yet what Jesus said to the man. I think it's in here.
Well, the teacher said, "Sir, you have spoken a true word in saying that there is only one God and no other. And I know it is far more important to love him with all my strength and heart and understanding and strength, and to love others as myself, than to offer all kinds of sacrifices on the altar of the temple."
And then what did Jesus say to the man?
Realizing this man's understanding, Jesus said to him, "You are not far from the kingdom of God."
So that was Jesus' reply. So now we know what the greatest commandment is. It's to love the Lord our God with all our heart, soul, and strength. And then the second greatest commandment is?
Second greatest commandment is, you must love others as much as yourself.
Love others as much as yourself. And then Jesus said to the man that he was correct, and he was very close to what?
I think he says the kingdom of God.
Kingdom of God. That
I was
means
going to say the God's temple, but that's almost.
That kingdom of God. So our message today is the greatest commandment is love. Love God and love each other.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we got it. So thank you for listening, and we love you. Have a great day.